Welcome back to the Couch Potato Show. This is episode 38, I believe. Back again with the boys. Eric, how we doing?
So good. So good.
Frank, how we doing?
Phenomenal.
Coming off a big week. Um, had a little collab episode. Me and Frank joined Washed Up Sports podcast during the week. That was a very entertaining show. Go check that out. And then first episode back after the Super Bowl. So what a what a weekend we had. Um, I'll get right into picks from last week. We started with the Alistair Overeem versus Alexander Volkov fight. Frank pulled away with a Volkov win, while me and Eric both had Overeem, so 1 point for Frank there. And then, knowing me, I told you, you can never bet against Tom Brady. So I took away 2 points with Tom Brady's Super Bowl MVP along with the Bucks winning the Super Bowl, while you
It's
guys
the last time I bet against Tom Brady.
rode with the Chiefs. Bad idea, bad idea. So the updated pick'em score is me and Frank tied at 35 and Eric is at 33. But that can all change in the next 24 hours. So, picks for this week. We've got a UFC fight tonight. Eric, why don't you break that down for us?
Yeah, so it's Kamaru Usman versus Tyler Maines' man crush, Gilbert Burns. They're former teammates. It's been a while since they've trained together, but still, it's always an interesting concept. Like, it reminds me of fights like John Jones versus Rashad Evans back in the day. Of course, Tito Ortiz versus Chuck Liddell. But Rashad Evans has even said on record, like, I knew going into that fight, it's the only fight I've ever fought. You know, I'm paraphrasing, but you can read between the lines. He said, it's the only fight I've ever fought that I kind of knew I was going to lose. Kind of knew. Grant, but you know, there's been a bit more time. Both of these guys, especially Gilbert, have really developed more well balanced games. The odds, I feel like I say this about every fight, but the odds are not close enough. I love Usman. I think he's a killer. So good wrestling, developing on the feet. Outstruck Colby Covington for what that's worth. I don't know. It's both guys are so well rounded. You want to see a mixed martial arts fight? This is the fight. It's good wrestling, great jujitsu, solid stand up. This brings everything. It's so exciting. The whole card's pretty decent, honestly. Even the prelims on ESPN, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm excited. It's gonna be a good night. There's a good follow up to a big name like Connor. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, not too often we get a big, this big of a pay per view fight just a couple weeks after that big of a pay per view.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is exciting. This is exciting.
Especially with the title on the line.
Oh,
So, Eric, who do you have tonight?
it's so complicated, and it could really go either way. And this is the first time in a while I've actually watched. Not even I watch the pre-fight interviews all the time. Unfortunately, I get a lot of time in my hands. But the point is, like, I like rewatched them. It's looking for body language, looking for confidence in the eyes, just because they know, they've had exchanges. And while Gilbert Burns, I see this guy, like, he knows something we don't know. Gilbert Burns, it's pretty crazy. He's like, yep, no, I'm gonna submit him. He knows I can submit
Love
him.
the confidence.
I'm like, oh my god, he's facing a killer in there Saturday night. And he's this confident, and Usman, you guys know I love the show Survivor. I wouldn't want to play Survivor with Kamaru Usman, not only because he'd kick my ass in the challenges, but it's hard to get a read on that guy. Very hard to get a read. He's very close to the vest, as they say. I don't know. If I'm going off the interviews alone, I'd pick Burns, but I just cannot. Usman's one win away from breaking George St. Pierre's welterweight win streak record. So I got to go with Usman. I just think, for me, the bottom line is the wrestling. The wrestling will get the job done. I think he's gotten better on the ground. I think he'll find himself in top mount or side guard where it's hard to submit him. So I'm going to go with Kamaru Usman, but you gotta be excited for this fight. Gilbert Burns has truly a shot.
Frank, who you got?
I'm gonna agree with Eric. I'm gonna take Usman. Like he said, the wrestling is big for me. I think he's gonna submit him. And I think the only chance that Burns has in this fight is if he gets a quick knockout, because he's really known for his power. So I think if it goes 5 rounds, I don't think Burns is gonna win because Usman's really good at keeping pace and staying consistent through 5 rounds. So it's got to be a quick one if Burns is gonna win. But I'm gonna take Usman.
Too many times have the three of us all picked the same guy, and too many times has the one not picked won the fight. So, and also many times have there been two of us pick one guy and the solo pick wins. So
Last week.
So I'm gonna go with the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu master Gilbert.
Your guy.
My guy.
Tyler, are you officially a Gilbert Burns fan if he wins this fight tonight?
Dude, I was already a Gilbert Burns.
You're already on the train? Okay.
I was the first one on the train, Frank.
Okay.
Tyler Maines is no bandwagoner. This has been a thing.
No, it's been consistently picking Burns. I respect it.
Frank, I was on the train when this train was just a piece of sheet metal.
Was he 2 fights for you, I think? I think he's won 2 of them.
There's 3 fights.
This would be 3, right? Yeah.
My third.
Yeah.
No, I'm on the Burns bandwagon for sure. Just the way he can just manipulate opponents, and I mean he can win in so many different ways. I think it's going to be a great fight, but I think Burns is ultimately going to come out as champion tonight. So with the UFC picks out of the way, we have a big Sunday in racing planned. It is the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited for it.
I'm excited to get NASCAR back. I always like watching. Well, not always. By always, I mean past year.
It's a good substitute for football because, football's on every Sunday. And then now football's gone. And it's that perfect bridge in between having football on every Sunday and having baseball on every day.
Email notification I've heard in my entire life.
Yeah, that was very loud. So 3 of us are going to pick. Each of us are going to make our picks for who the Final 4 is going to be in Phoenix this year. We're going to make that pick today. We're also going to make a pick of who our champion is ultimately going to be at the end of the season. We're also going to make a pick for what driver we think is going to win a race that didn't win one last year. And then, of course, we're going to make our pick for the Daytona 500. But first, Frank, I will start with you. Who's your Final 4 for this year?
We're going to take Chase Elliott, guy who won last year. I always like Chase Elliott. We're going to take the guy who should have won last year or who won the most races last year, Kevin Harvick. Or maybe he was second. I don't know, whatever. And then I'm going to take Tyler's guy, Kyle Busch. Got to take Kyle. And I'm going to take my guy, Martin Truex Jr.
Good picks. Finally, not the only one on the Kyle Busch bandwagon.
Yeah. Listen, it can't be 2 years in a row. I think he's too good to be bad 2 years in a row.
Eric, who you got?
Mine and Frank's are so similar that I almost want to switch it up now because I too think while the Kyle Busch thing has become a meme, the guy's so good, and that's someone who barely knows anything about NASCAR. He's so talented. You can just tell. He's fantastic. Track record, kind of a pun intended, speaks for something in this sport. It really does. But we'll circle around to that. I'm gonna pick Kevin Harvick. Eric Bender is to Kevin Harvick as Tyler Maines is to Gilbert Burns. Everybody knows this.
True. I'm
gonna pick Chase Elliott. Ride the hot hand, as they say. Brad Keselowski has an edge to him. I enjoy that. Once again, I'm big watch him in the interview kind of guy. See their attitude. Keselowski's hungry. He wants a win. He wants to be great. That's what separates him from a lot of these guys. They give the generic answers. Keselowski's got an edge to him, and I enjoy that. And do we stick? Maines, you got Kyle Busch in your Final 4. You could tell me. You got it.
In the woods.
Yeah, it's
a good answer.
There's never been a better time to use that phrase. Right. I'm bumping Kyle. Sorry, Kyle. I got to make up some points here, baby. We're We're going Joey Logano. Logano's a good
I
time.
respect that.
Thanks, Frank.
Yeah. The bear shit in the woods.
All right. So my final four is a bit of an interesting one.
Okay.
Dude, this hold on. This is what happens to Tyler when we do picks. He stays in it to like 40 points, and then he starts getting daring, and he falls behind, and he's like, "Why am I so behind?"
This is not daring as much as it is risky.
That's the same thing.
No, it's two totally.
Those are synonyms of each other.
Okay, so I got Chase.
Same thing happened in season 1. You were with me to like 45, and then you
Listen.
fell behind. You started making dumb picks.
I got Chase Elliott. I think the amount of road courses that we have on the schedule this year, I think we have 7. The last year's 2. I think Chase Elliott's going to dominate this year. So he's definitely in. I got Denny Hamlin because he's also spectacular on road courses. I got Martin Truex Jr. Also, great road course racer, great all-around short track racer. And then I got the Candyman, Kyle Busch.
Oh, that wasn't that bad. You hyped it up so bad.
That would be 3 Joe Gibbs drivers in the Final Four, something that's never happened before.
Is that the daring part, the risky part?
Yeah.
No.
So
I was expecting you to pick like Cole Custer to make the Final Four or something like that.
Cole Custer's not going to make the Final Four.
Well, you said risky, so
Cole Custer is also not going to win a race this year.
No, probably not.
So, I think that's the bank.
Watch, he's gonna win Daytona tomorrow.
Yeah, probably.
Is he in the field? I don't know.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, watch, he's gonna win now.
If he wins, we have a chance. We got to go viral, man. To be like 3 idiots say there's no chance. Prove it wrong.
What is this collectiveness? It's Tyler. I didn't say he didn't have a chance.
Eric, I hate to break it to you, but we're not going viral for shit.
Right. It's gonna take something really bad for that to happen.
It's true.
All right, Eric, who do you have as your champion?
Come on, it's Harvick. Come on.
Come on.
I was gonna go once again. I'm like Mr. On the Fly all of a sudden. Usually I stick to my gut, so you know I'm gonna regret it this season. But Elliott makes the most sense. You know, he does. The road courses that's a thing. You know, we're not pulling that out of thin air. He's a lot of success there. There are more than like 3 times as many as last season. I think Maine's even said it. It's 7. So he's doing some research there, and it makes sense. But my God, I love Kevin Harvick. It's all about consistency, man. The guy's consistent. Like Frank said, he's the people's champion. He deserves it. Kevin Harvick, 2021 champion.
Frank, who you got?
Now, I do agree with Eric that Harvick will win. I agree with him there. I don't think Chase Elliott as good a chance as you think he does in the playoffs because there's only one road course in the playoffs. So
But he can race on other.
Yeah, but he's obviously best on road courses. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't have a chance to win. Obviously he does, but I think it's like less than people think. But I'm going to go with Kevin Harvick as well. I know it's stupid. No, it's lazy, but he's probably the best racer. I think he should have won last year, but he just didn't pull up in the playoffs and race to what he should have. So I think he does this year.
I'm going to go with the defending champ, Chase Elliott. I think there's too many tracks that he is just too good at. And then in the playoffs, it's literally, I mean, by the time he gets to the playoffs, he's probably going to have way too many points. And then all he needs to do is just win like a race or 2 and get into the Final Four. And then he knows what to do at Phoenix because he won the race last year. So that's all he really needs to do.
When was the last time someone won back-to-back Cup Series?
That's a good question.
It's a good trivia question, Tyler. Write that down.
Do you want to take a guess?
I mean, my stupid guess would be like Dale Earnhardt.
My guess would be Jimmy Johnson.
That'd be a good guess too.
NASCAR Cup Series champions.
My money's on Schlabotnik. I got a lot of faith in
Joe Schmo?
Yeah, he was
Eric's
great.
a big Joe Schmo guy. I would say he's more of a Joe Schmo fan than he is a Kevin Harvick fan.
Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch,
Close.
Martin Truex Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, Brad Keselowski, Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson. It was Jimmy Johnson.
Attaboy, Ty.
Oh, the 5-peat.
The 5?
2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. What a fucking
Jeez.
god.
Oh my gosh.
And then in
What is that?
2013
That's crazy.
and 2016.
Pinstripes on that guy's car because he's dominant. My God.
7-time champ. Yeah, I'm going with Chase Elliott this year, though.
He retired, right? Like he's not racing this year?
Yeah, he's done. Alex Bowman is in his car now.
Whoa.
Tough shoes to fill there.
All right. I guess I will go first with racers to win a race this year that will win, or our pick for racers to win a race this year that didn't win one last year. I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna pick Bubba Wallace. I think Bubba going to a new ride with the new car owned by Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin. So it's got more high-tech stuff, more funding behind it. So, and he looked good as hell in the duels the other night for Daytona. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if he won Daytona tomorrow night. That car is stupid fast. So Bubba Wallace put it in. He's winning a race this year. I don't know when. I don't know what it's going to be.
At some point.
Some point, he's going to win a race. Frank, who you got?
I'm going to take Amarola. He finished top 10 in 16 races last year, finished top 5 in 6 of those races. I think he's got a good shot. I think he comes out strong, and I think I wouldn't be surprised if he won Daytona tomorrow night either. So I'm going to take Amarola.
Eric?
I'm going to go with an interesting one. Kyle Larson. He got suspended
That's a
last
good one.
season, got in some hot water, said an absolutely boneheaded comment. But I think out of his 4 races, 3 of them, top 11. Top
Just
11.
internet audio terror.
I'm always. But the point is.
Yeah, Eric, why don't you leave real quick and then come back? Because you sound like
It's literally not even like I can't even hear you, but the static is so bad.
You guys just think about Kyle Larson. I'll be
Wait,
back.
you're good. You're good. You're good.
Really?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, yeah.
Start over.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. The point is Kyle Larson. He's gonna win. Look at us. 3 different picks here. I like this.
Crushing it.
I like
Could
it.
all happen, obviously.
No, it'll be some random guy.
Oh, you know it is. It always is.
No, I'd definitely say all 3. If I had to take like a top 3, this would probably be my top 3.
Me too.
And it's good because I didn't write anybody else down. It's not like I had Bubba Wallace and you took Bubba Wallace and I had to move down. I only had.
Yeah, I think Kyle Larson is a very underrated pick.
That's a solid pick.
Thanks, boys.
Proud of
Probably
you.
somebody that would have won a race last year if he wasn't so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so now the granddaddy of all picks. Now the way we're doing NASCAR picks this year for a race to race basis, we split up the schedule into 4 parts. We split it into super speedways, short tracks, and then road courses. So we can choose anybody we want, but who to pick and for any of those races. But once we choose a driver for one track style, we can't pick him again for that same track. So if I pick Chase Elliott for the Daytona 500, I can't pick him for the Talladega race. I can't pick him for the next Daytona race. But I can pick him for an Atlanta race or a Charlotte race or whatever. So, and something that we haven't done in a while, all 3 of us can potentially pick the same person. That's back on the table. So, Eric, you're last in your last place in picks right now. So why don't you start us off? Not that it matters.
Yeah. I think I will go with Mr. Chase Elliott. That's what I'm feeling. I have some other guys I want to keep in the pocket for later races when it comes to these courses and arenas, what have you. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Elliott this time.
Frank?
I'm gonna take the same strategy as Eric, but I'm gonna go like really weird because I really want to save guys for the following 3 of these races. Who do I want? We'll go Austin Dillon. He's starting in 4th place. He won in 2018, and I think he's one of those low key guys that could definitely win that you wouldn't expect. So I'm gonna go Austin Dillon.
A lot of thought went into my pick for this. I was considering Denny Hamlin, but then I saw a commercial this morning on ESPN that was advertising the Daytona 500 and was like, oh, it's so hard to go to like three-peat. You know, you have to be like Michael Jordan or Kobe or some shit like that. So I'm not going to pick Denny Hamlin to three-peat the Daytona 500. Now, Frank, you can look in my notes. The last time I edited my notes and picks for this was 9:22 a.m. And I have Austin Dillon on my pick.
Nice.
Austin Dillon.
Same, dude. We always pick the same guys. It's so annoying.
Won the 500 3 years ago. The last time somebody else won other than Denny Hamlin. Won his duel the other night. And typically just runs fast at Daytona and always seems to win. So save Denny Hamlin and go with Austin Dillon.
Hey man, it's a good pick. I had a couple more. I should have picked someone else, but obviously I didn't know that you had him.
Well, yeah, coulda, shoulda, woulda. I'm not changing my pick.
Well, no, I'm not going to now.
I'm excited though. This is gonna
So
be.
Eric could potentially really fall behind if Austin Dillon wins this race.
Oh, you know it will happen. My God, Austin Dillon is going to be a killer. You know it.
He's going to win by like 3 laps.
Most dominant race ever for Austin Dillon. I'm calling it, baby. It's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
You're changing race coming up tomorrow night for Austin Dillon.
And it's
Put him on the map, baby.
Because he was on my short list of consideration. So odd. And I feel like he's not even, like, what is he odds-wise?
He's low, because I looked at it, obviously. Because that's
He's somebody that I would definitely put money on.
Yeah.
If you know, I had age.
I might have to tell a friend, Tyler, because you're a pretty smart guy when it comes to the
I'm
car.
telling you, the odds are there.
I wouldn't be shocked if he had a nice respectful. Okay, here we go. Daytona. Austin Dillon is, plus 2,500.
Yep.
Bro.
I put money on that.
15 guys with better odds than him. 15,
Bro.
man.
Dude, take that.
Put it down.
Yeah.
Austin
We're of age.
500.
Pretty good. In the words of my friend Larry David. Pretty good.
Kyle Busch is going to come out and win the 500 tomorrow night. I'm calling it.
I mean, Kyle Busch is going to have like the best season of his career. Oh, Jay Bruce went to the Yankees on a minor league deal.
Yeah.
Don't really care, but okay.
No. Yeah, that'll do it for NASCAR picks. In other news this week, J.J. Watt got cut. I guess it's just like a mass exodus of like star players.
Yes, I guess they're just like cleaning the house and starting over.
I mean, all sports, you know, Garrett Cole, George Springer, Russell Westbrook, James Harden,
Soon to be Deshaun Watson,
DeAndre Hopkins, J.J. Watt, Jadeveon Clowney. I can keep going.
Can I just say I don't feel bad for them in the slightest?
No one ever. No,
I don't care. Be depressed.
Seriously, the amazing thing to me that has me like scratching my head is, once again, watch the interviews. These people are like, no, Watson will be back. Yeah, no, he's coming back. Like the head coach was like, I wouldn't have taken this job if I didn't think Watson would be back. So my pick of Watson staying with the Texans at this point, especially with Watt being cut, in my opinion, it's aging like some milk as of now. But do these people have such massive delusions of grandeur that they're like, yep, book it. Watson's our starting quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, if you're cleaning house, if ever the star on your team, why would Watson want to stay there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is such a clear direction to he will get traded or not want to play in the first place. Like, I don't get it. But, you know, they're I don't know.
The thing that blows my mind is that no one remembers, but 2 years ago, this team was up 24 points on the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then we look at the team today, and there's nobody there, and they're going to be probably one of the worst teams in the NFL. It just boggles my mind how it can go that bad that fast.
Well, it starts with Bill O'Brien thinking that he can be a GM and a head coach at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that didn't help, but still, like, they had the personnel to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs because they were up.
Personnel, yeah. But then the problem was they had to pay everybody now because they had everybody young. And they have to pay Deshaun Watson. They have to.
Well, I think it started crumbling as soon as they traded DeAndre Hopkins. I said from right there, as soon as I traded him, I was like, all right, it's over.
That didn't make any sense at the time.
Yeah, I knew it. As soon as I saw that trade, I was like, all right, they're done. They're not winning anything. I didn't think they would be this bad, but I didn't think they were gonna, like win their conference or like win a Super Bowl or anything.
I mean, the division's not very good, so.
Yeah, like I thought they'd make the playoffs. I didn't think they'd be this bad because like I don't see them even making the playoffs now. So.
No, I mean the Titans will go after it again, depending on who the Colts get, depending on who they strut out there at quarterback, and then depending on how good Trevor Lawrence is. I mean the Texans are now they're the bottom team in that division. They're garbage.
Yeah, they're bad. What is Ken Rosenthal talking about?
He said the signing of Jay Bruce is going to keep the Yankees from signing Brett Gardner.
No, yeah, stupid.
Yeah, like imagine somebody as good as JJ Watt being on the free agent market.
Well, like if we were making picks for where he would go, which we probably should, but I would probably pick the Steelers. I mean, his brother plays there, but they could use the help. They need to re-solidify their playoffs contention. So I think it makes sense for them to go to the Steelers. But.
Yeah, the only reason I was thinking about it, the only reason why I didn't was because I thought the Steelers were such like an automatic thing.
That's fair.
Like, I don't see him going anywhere else.
Yeah, I mean, where's his other brother play? I forget where he plays.
They both play for the Steelers.
Oh, I thought one played for a different team. Oh, then definitely.
The Chargers, but now he plays for the.
Oh, is that okay? Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Like the Steelers would be the clear one.
Yeah.
And like JJ Watt's the kind of guy to like just not take a lot of money just to play where he wants, which I respect. So probably happen.
That'd be a dangerous defense with JJ and TJ back there.
Well, they're also losing Juju probably. Isn't Juju a free agent, I think?
Yeah, but the defense.
So they might lose him.
The defense would still be insane, though.
And I don't know if
yeah,
you guys know, but Juju's career is likely to come to an end. The Jets are targeting him, so
screwed.
Might be it. Full-time TikTok.
Beginning of the end.
Juju Smith.
Eric, did you see the thing where it was like the Jaguars cornerbacks coach or wide receivers coach like resigned?
Yeah, I did.
And then Urban Meyer was like, maybe I should have like tried to persuade him to stay.
Yeah. You can't put makeup.
Jags are so bad too.
It's one of my favorite sayings. You can't put makeup on a pig. Oh, Trevor Lawrence. He's this, he's that. The only comparable guys coming out of college, Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning. I've heard this from millions of different sources at this point. And I swear on my life, I woke up one morning, turned on NFL Network, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, and Trevor Lawrence was throwing balls. It was like a pro day kind of thing.
Yeah,
Urban Meyer was close by. And I was watching these throws, and at first I was like, wow, what a good deep ball. And then they moved to the red zone, and he was airmailing them over people's heads. Like, he thought these people were Darren Waller or another tall son of a bitch. Like, oh my God.
Bad.
Really, really, really bad in the red zone.
Yeah.
You don't get to – it's a rare category when you're the number one player coming out of high school and the number one player coming out of college.
There's got to be something there, right? Like, it's not coincidence.
But I'll tell you this. Sure, I know he will disappoint. I'm letting you know right now. He'll disappoint, seriously. And part of it...
Pessimistic Eric is so he doesn't get disappointed.
Yeah. See, it's a psychological thing for me.
You expect the worst. You can't be disappointed.
Frank, they're going to put that on my gravestone. They will.
He's like, the Yankees won't win anything for 10 years. The Jags are going to suck for my entire life. The Knicks might have a couple good draft picks, but they never always make the playoffs and be out first round. That's Eric's mindset.
Yeah, basically. Love you, Emmanuel. Quickly. Speaking of great draft,
that guy's a steal. Oh my god, I knew it. I knew I said when they drafted him. I was like, oh, steal.
I love them.
Jags are screwed.
Oh, it's bad. It's really,
the Jags remind me of like the Rangers of baseball, where like they were good for like a span of like 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And now they just suck for like 10.
I love the comparison, Frank. That's on the nose too. Look at that. That was fantastic.
And a couple stars like Josh Hamilton, Jalen Ramsey, and now they're all gone and they're gonna suck for a while.
Boom. But yeah, here's the thing. This will be our little side bet, okay? You guys think? Did you guys say Texans last place once they trade Watson in the South?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Jaguars are going to get Trevor Lawrence, and they're going to finish dead last. That's my prediction.
What's your record prediction for when they draft Trevor Lawrence?
Let me do some math. 4-12. Congratulations.
4-12. Okay.
4-12.
So what do you have the Texans at? Like 5-11? 6-10?
5-11.
5-11? Okay.
Yeah.
I think that division could possibly be so bad next year that they actually might make the playoffs.
The new NFC East, baby.
Yeah, no, for real, literally.
Because they have Derrick Henry, so they can't be as bad as the NFC East.
Yeah,
they actually have like somebody who's actually good.
They actually do. Yeah, I mean that's fair. They do have a star in that division. There's no really good stars in there. Unless you want to count like Dak Prescott, which I don't.
The Colts are only going to be bad if they don't sign anybody. They're probably going to go out and sign somebody or draft somebody.
Yeah.
And the Texans will Texan. I mean, I don't even know.
They're done, bro. They're done. It's a whole ass rebuild at this point, honestly.
And then the Jags, Trevor Lawrence could be very good.
He could be.
Eric doesn't think so.
Yeah, I could become a millionaire. It could happen. Listen, you guys want to hear a scorching take? This might burn you a little bit.
Setting himself up for failure, so he's not going to be
disappointed. That's the way to do it. But here's my scorching hot take. And if I'm wrong, then I could just say, well, Alabama's that good. Their offense is that good. Nick Saban's that good. Yada, yada, yada. Congratulations, Tyler Maines. Mac Jones. You're familiar with the young Mac Jones, right? You know that guy.
Yeah. It's not exactly young.
You ready for this? He's going to be better than Trevor Lawrence. Write that down.
Hold on. Are we talking like in their rookie season or like in their career?
I could go like totally off the deep end and say career. But okay. I was thinking
rookie year. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think if he gets drafted to the right system, he could be really good because he's really accurate. So I feel like he could have like a really high completion percentage or something.
That's what I'm saying. And because of this early success, it could really on the low down translate. That's the word to long-term success in a more consistent career. It could happen. I
really think if he goes to the Patriots, he'll be better. I just think so. Like I think the Patriots are the perfect team for him.
Right? Oh my God, Frank's on fire today. Mac Jones to the Patriots. You could picture it. It makes all the sense in the world.
It's exactly the type of quarterback they usually do. Like, except for Cam Newton, obviously, it's like unathletic, really accurate passer.
Yeah.
That's just like that's been Tom Brady for 20 years. So
I'm in love with the pick. I'm in love with it. I saw him going to the Colts. I think that was my original prediction. I still like that too.
That's still a good one. But I forgot what I said in the
makes sense. I do enjoy that.
I've also seen 49ers is a possibility.
Ooh.
That I don't know. They paid Jimmy G a lot of money. I don't think. Well, he wouldn't start, obviously. I don't know.
I bet they're done with Jimmy G.
Whether you think so, I think they got to go at least one more year because that entire defense was injured, and that's like their bread and butter. So
yeah, and I don't even hate if they went for him for another year. But for me, he brought him to a Super Bowl. You don't do that in accident. But yeah,
you could.
Yeah. I was almost gonna make a jab at another quarterback, but it's okay. We don't need to do that. They might be a long-time viewer, but I don't know the injuries for me. Yeah, well, it's the injuries. Jimmy G can't. He's like me. I try to do anything and I get injured. I shovel my driveway, I get injured. I squat and I get injured. Jimmy G's the same thing, man.
I don't know. I think you got to run it back with the team that brought you to the Super Bowl one more time, and then see what happens from there.
I get that, but I just had a light bulb moment, Frank. Here's what's gonna happen. Just because my mind's on New England now, Jimmy G's gonna find himself back with the Patriots. Remember that?
That has been rumored that they wanted to trade for him.
All right, so that's not out of thin air then. But does that just make sense? It makes sense.
It does.
Makes all the sense in the world.
Listen, they got to get a quarterback somewhere. Because like right now, it's literally empty, and I guarantee you they're not re-signing Cam Newton, and they don't want to go with Jared Stidham for a whole year.
This league is so much more fun when the Patriots are good, or at least a playoff team. It's so much.
I know because everyone hates them, and it's great.
I know, it's delightful.
It's the same thing as when the Red Sox are good. It's so much more fun.
Yeah, and I can understand that perspective, honestly.
But they suck now. So. Did you guys see like the what's the guy's name? I forget who does them, but like the MLB standing, Prakoda, I think his name is or something. Like the Prakoda's projected MLB standings.
I did.
Here, I'll pull them up. They had like the Braves finishing in like 4th place.
Yeah.
In the entire MLB?
No, in the NL East.
Oh, that's absurd.
Yeah, hold on. Are these the right ones?
Would they have Marlins?
Yeah. They had Mets at 96 wins, which I don't think will happen because they'll get hurt.
Stay healthy.
No, I don't think they win that many games. I give them 90.
Stay healthy and it could.
Washington, then the Phillies, and then the Braves at 82 and 80, barely above 500.
That's terrible.
And they had the Cardinals in 3rd place in the NL Central. Had the Brewers winning the division somehow. And what are the American leagues looking like? The American leagues aren't that bad, but yes, they are. They had the Indians in front of the White Sox.
Are the Orioles going to win the AL East?
No, they're in dead last.
So
by about 20. They have Boston going 80 and 82.
Generous.
So generous. White Sox finishing in 3rd behind the Indians after trading Lindor and Cookie Carrasco.
Get the hell out of here.
It's terrible. What's this guy's name?
I'd say that's the worst one yet that you've listed. That's god awful.
Yeah. They have the Angels being good, so maybe it can be good the year after I pick them in the division. So
the Angels will never be good.
Ooh, Rockies at 60 and 102. Tough.
Trevor Story could only hit so many home runs.
That's true. They have
I love Story. I want
Story. As many wins as fucking Trevor Story's going to hit homers probably.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
But Frank, you like my Eric haircut?
That's true. It's a very Eric haircut.
Isn't it? I thought that in my head before. I was like, wow, that's a nice hair. I'm so ego. I didn't even think of me. I was just like, wow, I love that haircut.
I just tweaked it up for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Make it all messy.
Oh, we're going off the rails over here. I was like, I got a nice haircut, didn't I?
But I love the hair, Tyler. That's fantastic.
Thank you. Jesus Christ, what do we become?
Yeah.
Well, going off the rails. Our 3 viewers are so disappointed.
Yeah, dude.
Oh. What else we got? Anything good?
This is a boring fucking week.
It is.
Well, do you want to talk about the college basketball games today? Because there's a couple good ones.
You can talk about it. I don't give a shit.
I mean, I'm not going to talk to myself.
Well, go ahead.
I don't know.
Serve my back.
I'll watch the Villanova Green game. That'll be a good one.
I'll smile and wave while you talk.
I'll watch that one. I mean, especially for my Pirates, they're only, what are they, game and a half back, I think, in the conference. So
Frank,
somebody's got to lose.
Give us a Pirates update. We'll close on a nice
Pirates update. Well, we got a game tomorrow. We're playing Marquette tomorrow, and had 2 quad wins last week, so that was a couple big wins.
How's our boy Takal doing?
Should I be honest or be nice?
Gotta be nice, Frank. Gotta be nice.
He's great. I love him. My favorite player. He's actually genuinely he's a pretty good defender. I don't like his offensive side of the ball at all, but that's okay. I would like the defense better because we have enough offense with your guy Mamu, Tyler. I know you love Mamu so much, and Miles Kale and Jared Roden's having a good year. So.
There you go.
Could win the Big East. Watch out.
Could happen.
Probably
Stay tuned, everybody.
Listen, Villanova and Crane are tied right now.
Matt Harvey signed with the Orioles.
Oh boy.
Oh, good. Go be terrible in Baltimore.
Yeah, they just lost themselves another 2 games.
Yeah, it's like when they signed Ubaldo Jimenez, and we were like, he's making a comeback, and then he sucked even more.
It's a disaster.
Do you guys remember back in what year was it? Like 2008? That guy was like a Cy Young contender. Like that's crazy to me to remember.
Right?
I forgot how
When
good
he threw his no-hitter and shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like I forget how good he was.
Yeah.
But there's my Pirates update for you, Tyler, because I know you love my Pirates so much. What about Bama? Give us a Bama update. How are they doing?
Bama's got a game in probably about 4 hours from when we're recording this. Been playing like shit lately. Don't know how we beat South Carolina.
Yeah, I saw that you guys almost lost that game.
We almost came back to beat Missouri, but we didn't. So
What's going on? Is it the 3-point shooting like I thought it would be?
it's
Streaky?
Yeah, not hitting shots.
Yeah.
Not
Because I
taking-
remember when I did the rankings and you complained, I was like, they're gonna be so streaky from 3-point that like it's gonna be one game that they just lose because they can't shoot.
not taking quality shots. Turnovers.
Yeah, turnovers are killer.
25 turnovers against South Carolina.
And you won the game?
And we won the game.
Usually over like 15, you're like screwed.
25 turnovers and we won.
That's insane to me. Is that just you being like coming back and actually winning, or like just South Carolina being really bad?
South Carolina being really bad. And the fact that we only beat them by 3.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the good thing is you pretty much locked the SEC because there's not that many games left. So
Yeah, we have 6 games left.
what's your lead in the SEC?
3.5 game lead.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. And we still have to play Vanderbilt, so
Isn't Vanderbilt like completely awful?
yeah, it's like a free win. It's like a bye week.
Yeah, I remember last season they went like 1-15 in the conference.
Like you ever Frank, you were on the basketball team. Did you guys ever like scrimmage against like the girls team?
No.
Like practice?
What do you mean, like Seton Hall or like high school?
No, like high school.
I wasn't on the basketball team in high school. Do you mean the baseball team?
No.
No, I wasn't on the basketball team in high school. I went to the games because my brother was on the basketball team.
They never scrimmage against the girls or anything?
Not that I know of. I know Seton Hall does scrimmage against the women's team.
Okay, so it's like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a disrespectful. Did you not see the great game that UConn and South Carolina had the other night?
Listen, I am not throwing down anything that UConn and South Carolina have done as a women's basketball program. I am just saying that the quality of basketball that ranges from the University of Alabama to Vanderbilt University,
To the university or college?
University of Vanderbilt, whatever the fuck, is miles apart.
Yeah, I mean they did go like 1-15. Like I said, like 1-15 in there.
They are terrible.
Bro, why did we sign another freaking? Never mind. My quick Yankees rant. Why did we sign another like power bat that either strikes out or hits a home run? It's so annoying.
I don't know. All right. I guess that'll wrap it up for this week.
Yeah, kind of a boring week.
Yeah, because we had nothing else to talk about. Next week we'll talk more about sports and things that are actually going on because it's hard to beat this week.
When are we doing MLB picks? Because the spring training starts soon.
MLB picks are not for another month.
Did you want to do before spring training or before the actual season?
We'll do it before opening day.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that'll do it for this week. Signing off for the boys. Adios.